Hello children, today I am going to start chapter 2 of geography, that is physical features of India. In this chapter we are going to discuss various landforms or physical features of India, how they have been formed and what is their importance. So children, let us start the chapter. This is, as we all know, this is the map of India. In the previous chapter, we have discussed about the location and size of India. Now we are going to discuss physical features. So these are the different physical features of India. As we all know that India is a very vast country with varied land features. Now, suppose if I ask you in what type of terrain you are living. So, we are living in plain areas. Plain areas means we are living in plains. Plains means vast stretches of level land. Suppose if anybody is living in mountainous areas, there what type of terrain is this? There rugged terrain with mountains and valleys are common features. In fact, our country has practically all the major physical features like mountains, plains, plateau region, desert, coastal areas, island groups. Clear? So all the physical features are found in India. You must be wondering how these physical features have been formed. We will learn more about this in the later paragraphs. We find different types of rocks. For example, igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks, sedimentary rocks. There are very hard rocks like marble. There are very soft rocks like talcum powder. Soil is also different. Different types of soil is found in India. Why this variation is there? This is mainly due to the difference in rocks type. Different types of rocks are found in different geological periods in different parts of the country. Now, India is a large landmass. India is a large landmass formed during different geological periods, which has influenced her relief. Because besides geological formation, a number of processes such as weathering, erosion, and decomposition have created and modified the relief of its present form. So due to all these processes, weathering, erosion, some internal as well as external forces, these landforms have been modified since long time. Now earth scientists have attempted to explain the formation of physical features. There are various theories about these physical features, how they have been formed. The most appropriate theory is the theory of plate tectonic. The theory of plate tectonic. According to this theory, the crust or the upper part of the earth is known as crust. The upper part of the earth has been formed out of 7 major and some minor plates. The movement of these plates. Now these are the different types of plate movements. First one is the convergent boundary. See, this is convergent boundary. These are the three types of plate: convergent boundary, divergent boundary, and transform boundaries. First is converging boundaries. As you see this diagram, it is very clear from here that when two plates move close to one another, two plates move close to one another, they are formed convergent boundaries. See this? These are the two plates. This is one, this is another one. When two plates come close to each other, they are known as convergent boundary. When plates move away from each other, these are moving away from each other, they are known as divergent boundary. And when they move horizontally, sometimes they also move horizontally, then they form transformed boundaries. The movement of these plates is responsible for folding, volcanic activity. So, children, these are the three types of movement: convergent boundary, divergent boundary, and transform boundaries. Now, whenever these plates move, they cause changes. Sometimes they come close to each other, they collide with one another, and sometimes they crumble with with each other and create disturbances inside the earth. At times they may also move horizontally. Sometimes they move horizontally from each other and form transform boundary. The movement of these plates have changed the position and size of the continents over the millions of years. Such movements have also influenced the evolution of present landform features. So children, before I start new topic, I would like to say what are tectonic plates, different types of tectonic plates. Now, so children, see, these are the different tectonic plates. This is Eurasian plate, North American plate, South American plate, Pacific plate, African plate, Eurasian plate, Pacific plate, Indo-Australian plate, and Antarctic plate. So these are the major tectonic plates of the world, and the movement of these plates is responsible for modifying the landforms of the Earth's crust. Now let us see how the Himalayas have been formed. Formation of Himalayas. Here it is. Formation of Himalayas. Here it is. Formation of Himalayas. So, children, the oldest landmass, which is the oldest landmass of India? The Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau is the oldest landmass of India, which was the part of Gondwana land. The Gondwana land, there were two giant land masses, the Gondwana land and the Angara land. The Gondwana land includes India, Australia, the Gondwana land. Gondwana land includes India, Australia, South Africa, South Africa and South America, and Antarctica. So see how big this landmass was. Gondwana land, it was such a very big landmass, and it includes all these countries or continents of the world. Now the convectional currents. Suppose this is the crust of the earth. This is the crust of the earth. The conventional currents which come from the interior of the earth, they split the earth into number of pieces. They split the earth into number of pieces, thus leading to the drifting of the Indo-Australian plate. See this Indo-Australian plate. Because of this movement of the currents, the Indo-Australian plate drifted towards the north. Here, after getting separated from the Gondwana land, the Indo-Australian plate drifted slowly towards north, and it collided with the much larger Eurasian plate. This is Indo-Australian plate and this is Eurasian plate. So, due to the collision of these two plates, the sedimentary rocks which were deposited in the Tethys Ocean, they buckled up and formed the mountain system of Western Asia and Himalayas. Clear? How buckled up? How these buckled up? Because both these plates, suppose this is Eurasian plate, this is Indo-Australian plate, this is Eurasian plate. Force is applied. They are moving towards each other and they collide, and this is how they buckled up the sediments which were deposited in the Tethys Ocean. So this is how the Himalayas have been formed. Now, as soon as the Himalayas came into existence, as soon as the Himalayas have come to existence, the other forces, they're starting their work. For the other forces, what type of other forces? Some erosional work, and it is known as northern plains. So this is how the northern plains have been formed. Is it clear? So the land of India displays a great variation. Geologically, the Peninsular Plateau constitute one of the ancient landmasses. See this Peninsular Plateau, this region, this was one of the oldest landmass on the Earth's surface. It was supposed to be one of the most stable land block. The Himalayas and the northern plains. The Himalayas and the northern plains are the most recent landforms. Peninsular Plateau, this is the oldest landmass of India. Himalayas and the northern plains, they are recently formed. From the viewpoint of geology, Himalayan mountains form the unstable zone. These are unstable zones. Represents a very youthful topography with high peaks, deep valleys and vast flowing rivers. The northern plains, they have been formed by the alluvial deposits. The Peninsular Plateau, it is composed of igneous and metamorphic rocks with gently rising hills and wide valleys. So children, this is all about the introduction of this chapter, how different landforms have been formed, what are tectonic plates, different types of tectonic plates, what is the result of the movement of these plates whenever these plates come close to one another or go away from each other. They causes changes on the earth's surface. So this is all for today's class. In the next video I will discuss all these physical features of India separately. Thanks.